everyone. So I wanted to get on and do a video going over both of these totes. They are from KMM and Company, and I've really been enjoying both of these. And this time I'm in my studio, so hopefully this is a good setting for videos. But if the lighting is off, it's because it is nighttime and I'm using my studio lights, so hopefully they are showing true coloring okay. But anyways, I bought both of these totes used from the same very nice lady off of the Buy Sell Trade group, and I bought this one from her first because she was selling it for a really good deal, and then I did order this one from the website, and we were talking about the bags, and I told her that I ordered it, and she was like, "Oh, by the way, I have that one also that I'd like to sell." So I canceled my order and bought it from her because it had this snap and the longer handles like I wanted anyways. So I'm really glad that I did that, and I felt a little bit guilty for canceling from the company directly, but since then I've ordered from them, so I don't feel guilty anymore because these were my first two bags, and I absolutely love these bags. These are my favorite so far. So yeah, this one is probably my most favorite. Like I said, this is the Tan Cypress. It is super pretty. This one is a scratch and dent. So on this side it has some hide marks, but it's a little more uniform and smooth. And then on this side, the side I carry is the front, it has like these striations, and then on this corner it has almost a pebbled feel. Just right here has more texture, and it's a little softer and floppier. And I'm guessing maybe that's why why it's a scratch and dent is definitely right here. There's indentation, and my phone's not focusing on it, but there is an indentation in the leather here. So this bag is the 10-inch handle drop and a snap. I came from PLG, the Portland Leather Goods bags, and I really liked having a zipper, so I thought that I would miss that. But I actually think I prefer the snap more. It's much easier to get into, but it feels secure enough. So here's the inside. On the inside we have a big, generous pocket. I feel like some bags, the pocket is the same size no matter what size the bag is, but with these pockets, they are like as big as possible. It expands all the way from the rivets where it's attached and almost all the way down to the bottom of the bag. So if you're getting one of these, you're going to get a very large pocket, and that's just awesome. And then on the other side, there is this strap with their logo or name, and it's made of the same material as the handles, I believe. Yes, because they match the handle color, and it's for sunglasses or keys. I also do my pocket knife on there sometimes. So yeah, that's really nice. And then the bottom of the bag is one-piece construction, and coming from Portland Leather, when I saw people talking about how nice the one-piece construction is, I thought, oh, it's not a big deal. The two-piece having the seam in the bottom doesn't bother me. People are just, I don't know, they're just being melodramatic maybe. But as soon as I got one of these and I loaded it up, it's really nice not to have the bottom seam on the inside of the bag, as well as just the size and style of these bags. They pack really, really nicely, and it's definitely my favorite size. So the snap is so easy to get into. With the zipper totes, I feel like I have to use two hands, one to hold the bag and then one to zip. So it's not super easy to get into. With these, it pops open super easy, and it's very convenient. And maybe I'm just a little bit, I am a little bit compulsive, where like I feel like I have to have this snapped closed all the time. And it was the same with the zipper. So I felt like I had to have the zipper closed all the time, even though I didn't really need it. Like it was secure enough just in my car, not being zipped. But I always felt like I had to zip it. So it was kind of a pain in the butt, because it's not super easy to get into. The snap, I absolutely love. The 10-inch straps are my favorite length. And I'll model both of these at the end. But here is the brown Kodiak, and you can see its handles are standing up, and this one's handles are flopping over. I massaged both of them equally, but this is the dark brown handle, and this is the regular brown. So I think there's something about the dark brown that's a little thicker or sturdier. I also haven't used this bag as much, so even though I massaged both of them, this one's been carried more. But these handles are still a little bit more stiff, even though they've been massaged, but they will also flop over. But I really, really like the dark brown handles. I think they might be my favorite because they're, I don't know, there's something about them. They seem really sturdy. They have more texture, which is probably different from batch to batch, but they do have more texture, so I feel like they gripped my shoulder really well. This one is an 8-inch handle drop, which is almost too short. It does rub my elbow putting it on and taking it off, but since it's a soft leather, it manages without getting caught. So it's okay. It's almost too short though. Any shorter than 8 inches would be too short. I don't know how it's going to do in winter when I'm wearing bulky jackets, but because this was going to be my winter color, because I'm not worried about staining or anything happening to this leather. But yeah, I don't know if I can wear it with a heavy jacket. We will see. This one doesn't have a snap, but with the soft leather, it automatically will stay closed on its own, especially if you have the handles and plop them over. So I actually don't even miss the snap that much, honestly. I feel like this has been plenty secure. When it's on your shoulder, like no one's gonna get in there. They have to go through me to get in there. It's fine. This is the brown Kodiak, and I really like this leather. This one smells really good, and I got both of these used. So it has pretty consistent pebbling. They're a little bit bigger on this side, a little bit smaller on this side, but it's pretty consistent, and it's very soft, very squishy. You can just squish it up and then pop it back down, and it will still stand up. I think with some more use, it'll get softer and it won't stand on its own anymore. Not this well anyways, but it stands really well. So I tried to get my camera far enough away to show some on the body shots here. So this is the 8-inch drop. I wouldn't want it any closer to my armpit. I'm 5'7", so that's how it looks. It's very comfortable. I carried it during a event where we were walking around outside a lot. It got a little bit heavy. I had to switch shoulders a couple times, but I had like a water bottle, a bunch of stuff in there. Would probably prefer like a backpack or something for that kind of event where I'm walking around a ton, but it was pretty comfortable actually. I carried it to test how comfortable it would be. So I really like it. I love the texture. It's so soft on the inside. It smells amazing. I love the purple. This bag does have some pull up. You can see a little bit of variation there where I just squished it, but it doesn't really stay. The coloring is a little bit washed out because it's nighttime. But you can see the pebbles, smaller on this side. Here's the bottom. I like this color a lot. It's just a nice, even brown color. So super soft, but nice thick leather. And again, the big pocket. So soft on the inside. It's weird actually, on this side, on the inside, there's actually texture on the inside. Like I can almost feel the pebbles. And then on the other side, it's just smooth and fuzzy. So it's really cool, all the differences in each batch of leather. And then I'll show the 10-inch drop. So 10 inch is my favorite. There's something about the distribution of the weight when this is loaded and the 10-inch handles that it doesn't slip at all. And it's super, super comfy. So a bit more space under the armpit. Perfect amount for me. I like it. This color is fantastic. I feel like it, when I throw it back like that, it stays and it's very comfortable. Super easy. I can get in there without taking it off my shoulder. And I can easily see everything in there and then easily snap it and put it back on. So it's been great. This one has a lot of striations, the really soft corner, and then the side with all the hide marks. And this one is a little fuzzier on the inside, I think. But the cypress leather is everything that I had heard that it was. It is thick, but it's pillowy and soft and plush, but it's structured enough. It has definitely gotten softer. I carried it for about 2 weeks straight, and it's gotten a lot softer, a lot floppier. You can do the same thing with this bag as the Kodiak. It just will squish and stay and then pop right back up. Mine will still stand up on its own. It stands better when it's packed, but it still stands up empty on its own. Sometimes it needs a little bit of coaxing to like kind of pop out the sides for it to stand as it's gotten floppier, but yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. I love, love, love this color. And the outside has a little bit of texture as well. It's not like suede, but it does have just a little bit of texture to it. Like it feels like a good raw leather, which I really love the way that this one feels. And this one has been sprayed with Apple Guard, rain and stain protection, because after the first couple of days of carrying it, I noticed some very superficial scratches and they buffed out. But I do find that the Apple Guard will protect it from getting superficial surface scratches. So now I don't have to worry about those or buffing them out. So I do use it on any bag that's going to show a little bit. And also just because, I mean, protect it as long as possible. I do feel like it's gotten maybe just a tad darker. Like maybe it's patinaing just a little bit, but it's not super noticeable. And yeah, I think this one is just gonna look great with lots of use. I switched out of it, and every time I open my closet, I just want to switch back into it, but I'm trying really hard to use other bags. But I do want to use it again all the time. so it's kind of a struggle. This one's my favorite, and I'm sure I'll be using it again in no time, but I'm trying to use my new one, and then I have more coming, and I'm sure I'll use those new ones, and yeah, see. And then this one I might end up getting rid of, because like I said, I wanted to wear it in the winter with heavy jackets, because I'm not scared about, you know, it's so dark, nothing is going to stain that. But if it's not going to fit over my jackets, then it's not going to work. When I wore it walking around a bunch, we were outside, and the sun shining down, the surface got super hot. So probably not the best summer bag. Yeah, so unfortunately this one might not be a keeper, because it's just not going to fit with winter coats comfortably. It's going to bug me to get it over my shoulder, and I can show when it's on my shoulder, getting into it to try to get in there, it does get a little bit caught on my arm, unless I really like extend my wrist all the way. If I'm just trying to like get in there, it's a bit of a pain. I have to like make sure. And then it is possible though, it is possible to get into it while keeping it on my shoulder and get it back on. It's just a little bit more cumbersome than the 10-inch drop. So definitely, I think for future purchases, I won't be getting anything shorter than 10. I haven't tried 9-inch drop, maybe it would work, but 10 has been awesome. The Portland leather goods are 11 inches, and those I found were slipping off of my shoulder, at least in the medium size. So I don't know if that's because of the 11-inch drop it was slipping, but they're also wider than they are taller than these, so I think maybe that had something to do with it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have one to compare anymore. I sold all my Portland leather goods once I found these, except for 2. I have 3 Portland leather goods now. So that'll be probably my next video. Is I'm going to be doing a review and comparison of the Nutmeg tote backpack and the Cognac tote backpack from Portland leather goods, comparing the soft versus the sturdy leather, and that is my favorite style bag from them. So yeah, that will be my next video, and thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. I love sharing my love for bags, so I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope I'm doing okay. I'm trying, but I'm new to making videos. So please leave me a comment below and let me know. Subscribe if you want to. I'm not doing this for subscribers, but yeah, I'd love to see comments. So thanks, guys.